Good evening to everyone in your respectful places, in the positions in the state of Georgia, city of Duluth, and Rainbow Village. Again, my name is Stephen Jackson. I'm accompanied tonight by my dad, Stephen Sr. Like many children raised in the United States, I encountered many struggles as a child, not able to really develop in stages to adulthood, or rather at times be forced to step up to a level I may have not been fully mature for. At the age of 8, my parents moved my brother, 2 sisters, and I from house to house, shelter to shelter, motel to motel, and transition to transition. I can stand here today and say, you don't have to be a product of your environment, but it's a must to go back and reach your hand out for the child that is where you were. As a teenager, I had certain passions, and I learned more about myself than I did as a younger child. I learned it's okay to have fun and to be a child. Even though for me, I felt that maybe my childhood stages were maybe running around, playing games, hide and seek, kickball was out of the question. After all, I was 16 years old, but I wanted to play and be that kid I wasn't able to be. I can't say I envied the other kids, but I can say I felt missed out. In the Holy Bible, there's a small book named Ecclesiastes, and chapter 3 says, "To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven." Verse 4 says, "A time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance." Well, my time was coming and approaching sooner than I thought. When some parents feel they can't continue raising their kids, they may give them away. My parents didn't believe in giving us away. They kept us together as a family, no matter the situation. However, they understood I couldn't keep moving around while in high school. My mom and I made an agreement that I would live with my grandparents until they had a stable home. I was very excited to be at my grandma's house. Even with many there, I felt comfort. But one day I talked to my mom on the phone and she said, "We moved into a 2-bedroom house, fully furnished upstairs and downstairs. And we have a phone." I remember her happiness in mine because it had been very long since our last home. And yes, there were less cell phones at the time and more pay phones. So no more need for quarters and no need for collect calls, also known as 1-800-COLLECT. Even though I was happy deep inside, I felt the urge to move again. So when my mom said they were in a transitional program called Rainbow Village, my reaction was, "Rainbow what?" My mom insisted I come to check the place out for myself. And to my surprise, after one visit, I fell in love. And yes, I was moving again. I not only enjoyed the material aspects, like actually having a bed or a mattress to sleep on, because at one point, we were taking sheets and blankets, making it comfortable just to sleep okay on relatives' floors. But I was grateful to peacefully enjoy smiling again with my family. To me, that satisfied my soul. However, there was much more to Rainbow Village than just a home. Every day after school, there was an after-school program, kids just like us. A former NBA professional, Nate King, our after-school director. At the after-school program, not only was I able to sit back and relax and have fun with everyone else, no matter your age, but Mr. Nate King, Pat, and others allowed and showed me how to help and lead. I was the oldest at the time out of everyone else, and it was great that I was not left out, but there was a place for me to mature and develop. Some may argue and say a child that is 16 or 17 can be taught. So they may lean more towards helping younger children. I will say to that statement and argument, there is always room for growth. In those ages, you crave development the most. During my stay at Rainbow Village, they brought tutors certain days of the week, and during other days, we had mentors come in. That's where I met Mr. Cliff Kinsey and Miss Heather. who both took me under their wings, and for that I will always be grateful. Rainbow Village was where my siblings and I had friends that were like family. In fact, we would create dance teams, basketball teams, track teams, and went to the YMCA during the summer. We all related to each other so much that none of us wanted to go back home to our families. We all have great memories at Rainbow Village. They have given families like mine a second chance. Rainbow Village sees past the parents and to the heart of the children. I do recall visitations from this one angel that would make her presence known, and that was Miss Nancy Yancey. All the children would flock to her like they did Mary Poppins. All the children loved Miss Nancy. We received plenty of love and smiles from her, and still do to this day. In fact, Miss Nancy has personally kept in contact with my family and each of us individually for over 10 years. And even now as adults, we still fight over who Miss Nancy loves the most and who loves her the most. Looking back, I can appreciate the executive director working very hard to keep things together, but facing an even greater challenge to communicate with us. Ms. Nancy, you have touched many lives, and you are our present Mother Teresa. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, this village, also known as Rainbow Village, has raised more than just one child. They will continue to bring much more hope to families, children, and to the youth in the state